High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:42.5. Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell, Tsunoda and Piastri. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Hamilton, Albon and Norris. And we're in front of Stroll, Behrman and Gasly.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow. So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Tsunoda, David Coulthard, and Piastri. Hamilton, Albon, Norris and Lance Stroll, Behrman, Gasly, Joshua Pearce and Ocon, Sainz, Lawson, Isaac Hadjar and Paul Aaron, Maloney, Antonelli, Bortoletto and Pepe Marti rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's...
Radio check, please. Radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Okay, radio check, radio check. Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are the fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 42.7. Verstappen, Sainz, Tsunoda, Hamilton and Albon. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Albon, Leclerc and Pierce. And just behind us are Russell, Antonelli and Stroll. They're in 12th. Right, their best lap, 1:44.0. the top 5 cars as things stand. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 42.5. Verstappen, Sainz, Hamilton, Albon and Tsunoda. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Russell, Leclerc and Pierce. And we're in front of Stroll, Lawson and Antonelli.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. And us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Albon, Yuki Tsunoda and Russell, Leclerc, Pierce, Coulthard and Lance Stroll, Lawson, Antonelli, Lando Norris and Gasly, Ocon, Hadjar, Paul Aaron and Zane Maloney, Bortoletto, Pepe Marti, Piastri and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 11th. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Got P7, 7th place. Our gap to first place, 5.7 seconds. It's Hamilton ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. 21 laps to go. Okay, good work. Great pass. And we're currently sat in 6th. Okay, gap to leader, 7.0 seconds. Albon just ahead. Push for that position. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That's Hamilton behind. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. You've got 20 laps left until the end. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 14th place. And the time last lap, 1:49.9. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.5 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 7.4 seconds. Green flag. Box, box, we're coming in this lap. Box, box, box. Piastri is in the pits. You're currently in P3. Okay, so gap to the leader, 9.0 seconds. Sainz ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 6.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Your pit window is open. Pit window currently open. Okay, 12 laps to go. Car behind's tyres are in a much better condition than yours. We'll need to keep an eye on their times. Okay, we can take you this lap. Box, box, box. VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Pierce is ahead of you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:53.3. 22nd. Time last lap, 1 minute 52.4. Okay, Liam's dropped out of the race. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.6 seconds. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing. Fourth position, you're in fourth position. Okay, so gap to the leader, 25.4 seconds. It's Verstappen ahead, and gap to the car in front, 14.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race, final lap. As things stand, we're going to be 12th for the championship. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they were able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. And that is a fabulous win. And the top step of the podium for Charles Leclerc. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Hey, boss, have you got a moment to look at something?
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.